This is our 100% Mourvèdre, and they're from our newer vines planted in around 2019. These vines are really interesting in that they take much longer to generally just grow than any of the other varieties we planted. So when we planted them as like little baby canes, they took longer to grow up and train along the wire. And then they've taken longer to produce fruit to be able to make wine out of.
It took longer to take in the first place.
It took longer to take in the first place. We had to replant a bunch of them. But once they established themselves, Mourvèdre is known for being very vigorous, meaning known for growing a lot and producing a lot of fruit. And so you have to control that fruit and make sure that you have minimal amount of clusters per plant so you can get higher quality wine out of it. So once it gets to that point, we drop fruit ahead of ripening so that we can make sure we're producing quality Mourvèdre. But so far, we're really happy with this clone. It's clone 4, which we didn't really know much about.
And it's the only clone that we're growing.
It's the only clone of Mourvèdre that we're growing. It's the 2022 vintage. And we've also produced 2023 that we'll actually taste next, so you can taste the two side by side. It always has boysenberry, which is really interesting to me because a lot of the Mourvèdres we've tasted over the course of the years have not boysenberry to it. So I don't know if it's the clone or if it's our site in particular, but it's very interesting, very, very berry forward. But it does have a nice backbone of minerality. So it's a really enjoyable, I'd call it a wine that pairs with food really well because of that.
Yet it still has some of the rusticness.
Yeah. And this is all neutral French oak, 18 months in barrel.
And where is Mourvèdre grown?
So it is grown most famously in southern France, but it's grown in Spain. And in Spain, they call it Monastrell. Tara. So it has different names around the world, but yeah, most famously kind of that northern part of Spain going to France.
Rhône and Monastrell.
They do. So I get a lot of that boysenberry on the nose. And then interestingly enough, a little bit of rhubarb. Although I'm about to make a strawberry rhubarb pie later this weekend. I might have that on the brain, but it does. To me, it has a little bit of that kind of herbaceousness that rhubarb has.
There is some herbaceousness for sure.
Yeah.
Without being bitter.
Without being bitter. And then kind of in the upper realm of my nose, I get rose.
It's very palate filling. It's everywhere on the tongue. Very long lips.
Oh yes, and I'm remembering now when we first tasted this. It really has a tea quality to it, like I'm drinking a cup of iced tea.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
yeah, and the tannins are very tea-like too.
Very tea-like tannins. Yeah, it makes me want to have it on a little bit chilled on a warm summer day, warm summer evening, like we're sitting in right now at sunset on a patio. It's very nice for dinner on a patio.
Super tasty. This is another really food-friendly.
Yeah, very food-friendly. I could see this going with barbecue hamburgers. I could actually see this going really well with pork ribs.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
A good structure, approachable now.
This was the Mourvèdre that went into the GSM that we just tasted. So you can kind of see a little bit of the through line of that adding there, but granted it was only 7%.
So what's the vinification process then?
It's destemmed, so we don't do any whole cluster on this, and it's vinified in open top vats. It goes through probably about a 9-day fermentation or so. We're doing punch downs 3 times daily. And then after it's finished fermenting, we ferment to dryness, so it's completely dry. Gets pressed gently, and then we put it in neutral French oak, and it sits in oak for about 18 months. And then we bottle thereafter. We usually bottle in March. So it's not really had any of the oak impression on it because they are neutral barrels. It's not really adding sort of spice rack to the wine specifically, but it is allowing it to mellow and age a little bit. And then to Sky's point, yeah, the grapes themselves.
This one is very good.